In today's video, we will be taking a look at Queen Nefertari, who some believe to be the most beautiful woman to ever live. Queen Nefertari was an African queen whose beauty has been described as so exceptional that it caused an entire nation to worship her as a god. According to accounts, the mere sight of her caused men to faint. The great queen's actual name was Nitocris. She was known as Nefertiti to the Egyptians. During King Akhenaten's reign, she served as the official wife and the Great of Praises. Her image has endured through the ages, appearing on everything from jewelry to soda cans to posters and calendars. Despite being born in 1370 BC, she remains one of the most famous people from ancient history. This is all because of her stunning good looks. Her bust, which is now housed in Berlin's Egyptian Museum, is considered one of the greatest sculptures ever made. The bust was crafted by Thutmose, one of the most talented sculptors of the Amarna period. The sculpture depicts her wearing a unique sun hat with two long flowing feathers on either side of her face. The head of the queen was likely placed atop the king's throne. As a result, it was probably intended to be seen from below. Thutmose skillfully used limestone and painted the queen's skin blue, which indicated royalty in Egyptian art. He then added red to her lips, cheeks, and fingernails. On the crown, there are hieroglyphs that read a beautiful female, a chosen of Ra. In addition to this, there is a cartouche with the name of the queen, which reads Nefertiti. Nefertiti, according to historians, is an ancient Egyptian word for beautiful female. When the bust was discovered in 1912, it was hailed as one of the most beautiful works of art ever found. Even after thousands of years, Queen Nefertari's bust still manages to captivate people. When the sculpture was rediscovered, it was decided that the queen should be given a new name. German archaeologist Ludwig Burchard came up with the name Nefertiti. However, no one knows how he came up with that name since it is not mentioned anywhere in the records from the Kingdom of Amarna. There is a possibility that he simply combined two common Egyptian names, Nefer and Tai, to form the name Nefertiti. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe and like our channel. It really means a lot to us and helps us create more amazing videos. Now moving on, the Queen's bust is arguably the most popular tourist attraction in Berlin. People from all over the world come to see the bust, which is kept in a climate-controlled room with limited lighting. The museum is strict about preserving the bust, allowing only a small number of visitors to view it every day. A replica bust of Queen Nefertiti can be found outside the actual mummy's tomb in the Valley of the Kings. The origins of Queen Nefertiti. Very little is known about the early life of Queen Nefertiti. She was born in 1370 BC and died in 1330 BC. The name of her parents is unknown, and neither were pharaohs. Her father was most likely just a minor official in the Egyptian royal court. At the age of 15, she married Pharaoh Akhenaten, who was around 26 years old at the time. Because she was a teenager when she married Akhenaten, their 12-year age gap became less significant. Queen Nefertiti's wedding to Pharaoh Akhenaten took place during his 5th year of reign. They had 6 daughters together. The couple's first 3 children were all girls. It wasn't until the 12th year of Akhenaten's reign that they had a son, but he died in infancy. They had another set of twin girls after that. All of their daughters later served as queens in the royal court. After Akhenaten's death, Nefertiti outlived him by several years. The mystery surrounding the queen's identity is compounded by the fact that her family tree includes 2 other queens. The first was Queen Gildeda, who was King Akhenaten's great-grandmother. The second was Queen Hetepheres, who was King Khufu's great-grandmother. Both of these women played important roles in Egyptian history, yet neither of them are related to Queen Nefertiti. Nonetheless, the Queen's family tree does include a number of powerful and influential individuals. The royal makeover. Many people are unaware that the Egyptian queen once looked very different until King Akhenaten came along and helped her change her appearance. Akhenaten, who reigned from 1353 to 1336 BC, changed the course of Egyptian history when he married the young and lovely Queen Nefertiti. The royal couple were one of Egypt's most prominent and enduring symbols throughout their reign. At the time, Egypt was ruled by the 18th dynasty, which included some of the most famous rulers in ancient Egypt. Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, and Akhenaten were among the dynasty's most famous members. King Akhenaten, often known as Amenhotep IV before his reign, was eager to make a name for himself when he took the throne. The new pharaoh was only 16 years old when he ascended to the throne and had no idea what to do. King Akhenaten was advised by Queen Ti, his stepmother, to marry one of his many royal concubines in order to produce an heir. One of the concubines, a young girl named Nefertiti, became pregnant as a result of the marriage. This led to the birth of their daughter, Smenkhare. Egyptian art depicts King Akhenaten and Queen Nefertiti in a variety of poses. The king was usually shown with a slim, effeminate body and the queen with a strong feminine figure. This was a deliberate choice on the part of the artists, since ancient Egyptian art was symbolic rather than realistic. The artists were attempting to convey the spiritual importance of the royal couple rather than their physical forms, the queen's legacy. Most of the artifacts depicting Queen Nefertiti show her standing beside or even behind King Akhenaten, implying that she was a subservient wife. This assumption has been challenged by some scholars, particularly those who adhere to the feminist school of thought. According to some sources, Queen Nefertiti was the true ruler of Egypt during the reign of King Akhenaten, while others claim she was merely a figurehead. Supporters of this theory argue that the king's effeminate appearance suggests that he was unable to rule, but there is no evidence to support this claim. Ancient Egyptian queens were revered as living gods and goddesses. Queen Nefertiti was no exception. She was regarded as a goddess of the royal court, and her image was used to promote the kingdom as prosperity. Queen Nefertiti also played a key role in the religious transformation initiated by her husband. Akhenaten abandoned the traditional Egyptian religion, which revered Amun as the supreme god, and established a new religion with Aten, the sun god, as the supreme deity. Queen Nefertiti was a devoted supporter of her husband's religious views and played a key role in promoting the worship of Aten throughout the kingdom. The end of Queen Nefertiti. Unfortunately, Queen Nefertiti's reign came to an end after only 12 years. Her husband's untimely death brought an end to the Amarna period, which had lasted for 17 years. Following Akhenaten's death, Queen Nefertiti outlived him for at least 4 years. After that, she vanished from history, leaving behind a legacy that has endured for centuries. No one is certain what happened to her. Some say she spent her final days in the royal court as a regent, while others claim she was deposed by her own daughter. Some historians believe that Nefertiti tried to keep her husband's memory alive by continuing to venerate Aten even after his death, while others believe she returned to the traditional Egyptian religion. Regardless, the enigmatic queen's final years remain a mystery, adding to the intrigue that surrounds her. Despite the fact that Queen Nefertiti lived thousands of years ago, she continues to fascinate people all over the world. Her bust is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Berlin, and her image continues to be used in popular culture. Queen Nefertiti's story is a reminder of the rich history of ancient Egypt and the incredible women who helped shape it. What do you think about Queen Nefertiti? Let us know in the comments section below. Please take some time to subscribe and like our channel. It really means a lot to us and helps us create more amazing videos. Thanks for watching.